Hey, slush puppies! Welcome to PowerPoint Karaoke Improv Part 2, where experts share their expertise as soon as they figure out a way to interpret the slides. I forgot to ask our hapless performers their names, but if I can get them, I'll add them to the description below. This was recorded last year at Megaplex, and this year the con is going all online, August 21st to 23rd. Like a lot of furry cons in 2020, this is Megaplex's first endeavor into online programming, so I want to help spread the word. Registering gives you access to online panels, events, meet and greets, and VR chat dances, and also gives the con and the Care Foundation a bigger and brighter future. Thanks and enjoy the video.
So what topics are being researched here?
The comparison and research findings and conclusions.
Of what?
We've been spending the past 6 months comparing furries and bronies.
Oh.
Furries all the way. Agreed. No hard feelings against our brony friends in the audience.
Then again, we still have conventions, so...
And thumbs. It's a very notable angel dragon.
Let's not be starting a feud here.
Angel dragon is one of the species in the furry universe. Some very notable ones are Susan Simmons, Peter Thompson, Mr. Smith and Broxham.
Love that guy.
Duncan Dougal, my bad. Sorry, I just write it all up into the report. Hoogal, Pooh, and as you can see, this is another one. Their name is Telephone. Enough said. This is a picture of the wonderful Susan Simmons. They have done a lot of good research in this field, along with their partner, Telephone.
The Pegasuses. Pegasus are the flying bronies. They tend to stay off the ground and away from us because they think they're better than us.
Aren't they called the Pegasisters?
No, the Pegasuses. So we polled them and asked why they tried to avoid the furries. And the poll results came in. Not very many of them avoided us because they were happy around us. Understandable. Similarly with relaxed. If you're relaxed and happy, you're probably not going to be avoiding people. The energized and euphoric after the detailed polls were like, well, we just can't stay on the ground. We're too excited to be on the ground. But a majority of the Pegasuses decided that the furries made them all tingly inside. You might notice a couple of them flying overhead watching us.
Could you explain this photo?
That was submitted to me by a friend of mine who thought it was cute.
Alright, so figure A, you can clearly see one of the Pegasus before they have grown their wings. That's their tail. That's it?
It's a flying flag.
Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, and this is the very important. This is the wing structure. It's very similar to birds. You can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wings per my bad. 15 feathers per wing. This is very important because 15 on one wing, 15 on the other, that's 30 wings. That means that the Pegasus grow their wings when they're 30 years old.
Oh, I get it.
I'm noticing you mislabeled a couple of the parts on your diagram.
Oh yeah,
See,
yeah.
here we have the tippy tappers.
Oh, and that's clearly the muzzle. Wait, yeah, no,
You
that
can't
is
say muzzle. This is the chompy chomper. You know this. You're the professional.
I don't suppose you know the actual
Okay,
airspeed velocity of a latent Pegasus in flight?
African or European?
Excuse
And one of the
equestrian
reasons
or zebra.
why this one does not have the wings yet is because they are clearly 13 years of the
I meant
age.
equestrian.
They are clearly 13 years of the age.
There are 13 figs, the measurement of time in the Bronies.
Yep.
According to this diagram, you clearly show a fellow Russian coconut being displayed right next to the pentagon.
Yeah.
And according to their wing structure, at the age of 30, they should be able to levitate with their choppers, the fellow Russian coconut, from Africa all the way to northern England.
That is a conspiracy theory, sir. We would please not talk about that in our presentation. Please move on to the next
We're gonna have
slide.
to leave out conspiracy theories. I'm sorry. We don't have time for
Please move on to the next slide.
All right, let's go.
Oh dear.
So, as you know, the Dutch Angels are a pretentious group of.
Understatement.
So if you are an artist and you're trying to draw a Dutch angel, you had better not do any of these. They will bite. I don't want to talk about it.
Because of the AKR101D1 going into the 58-THF going into the AAR1C, that's why you cannot do that.
Look, when they bite you, this is your blood beforehand. It looks like kind of like an OO here. But afterwards,
You get chloric acid.
your blood turns acidic. You don't get that Dutch. Have any of you experienced a Dutch angel dragon bite?
Is that like the T-virus?
Yes, I have.
It's worse.
Kinda. Nobody's experienced angel dragon bite.
Most of us are not going to be that lucky in our life.
All right, 60 seconds.
The wonderful creature telephone. You can clearly see that telephone is a mix of drugs, Batman, and Pegasus. Batman and drugs also make this weird gray area, and drugs and Pegasus, and Batman and Pegasus. You can clearly see that this Dutch Angel Dragon is clearly Batman because you can see that it looks like a mask is around the muzzle, is around the chop chop. And then you also see these spiky bits that resembles the needle on the drugs. And then you can also see, you can't see the wings here, but there are wings. And that resembles a bird pencil.
Weird question. Alright, so if we were to take both of these universes, Furries and Bronies, and we stuck them together into one giant planet with like Equestria on one side and... Well, they didn't name it yet. Furries aren't created.
Zootopia.
But we stuck it into one big... Yes, Zootopia. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. I didn't mean to insult any of you out there. And we stuck him into one big planet. You could definitely fit it into a basketball hoop. You could dunk it. You could totally dunk that.
Well, how big is the basketball hoop?
Well,
Want to know what you guys should do?
It's
You guys should prove us wrong.
It's yay big.
You should probably prove us wrong if you disagree.
That was actually sick.
Well, the question is, could you?
Yes, they could. They could, and they should prove us wrong.
In our professional opinion, these worlds are big-ish, but if you had a basketball hoop,
And you had one big world instead of two.
and if you can jump better than he can,
You could definitely.
you could totally dunk it.
And want to know what you guys should do? You guys should prove us wrong.
Hold this for a moment. If you want to dunk both of these worlds, you just have to go.
All right, thank you guys.